With the wildfires going on in Los Angeles, I've been thinking a lot about this fact that life sometimes happens and interrupts our careers, our creativity. It strips away our mental bandwidth to do the things that we want to do and our resources that are available. And my heart goes out to everyone in Los Angeles who's been struggling. And, so I just am awed at the people who have extended help and resources. That is one of the beautiful things about crisis is that community does come together and it does help each other out. It is something that I have benefited from personally. I was a Hurricane Katrina evacuee from New Orleans. That's how I ended up here in Houston. And the community came together and really helped me out. I was a young mother at the time with a newborn, and I relied on the help that my friends and family from afar and the people that I met here in Houston were able to offer. And I am eternally grateful for all of that. So please, rely on your community, take care of your basic needs as you can. But one of the things that I remember very clearly from that time was that as a storyteller, as somebody with a documentary background especially, I felt this pressure and almost a responsibility to record what I was going through, uh, tell this story, and turn it into something. And for some people, being able to film and tell the story of what's going on to them and their communities and their land and their lives, that can be very empowering, and it can also be a much needed distraction from the trauma that they're experiencing, because creating that project gives them something to do. But I personally found that I couldn't do it. I didn't have the mental bandwidth to do it. I recorded another young mom who was a fellow evacuee from New Orleans and forgot to turn on the microphone. I returned to New Orleans to pick up some stuff a few months after the hurricane and was just so angry and lost and upset that I couldn't film anything. I didn't want to film anything. I didn't want to turn this into a story. So, it's interesting as a creative and as a storyteller, when you are the story, when you are going through something that is a story, I would just be very mindful of what's going to be helpful to you right now, because you don't owe anybody your story. You don't owe anybody your trauma. You don't owe anybody the footage of whatever it is that you're seeing. Take care of yourself. And if it's useful to you, if it's healing to you to be able to do that, then great, do it. But not if it's taking away from you, not if it's stripping you down further. So I've just been thinking a lot about that. And again, this question of film as both an art and a business, because Los Angeles is the capital of this industry, and it's already been suffering with the pandemic and the strikes and now the fires. So there's this real question about how do you maintain a career in that area. which is very different than how do you maintain your creativity as an artist, because that is something that you can kind of do anywhere and build it anywhere, find it anywhere. And the unfortunate reality is that life happens everywhere at all times. There's always somebody going through something, and those disruptions can be ongoing, and you just have to take care of yourself and listen and reevaluate as needed, because I think it's been one of the more difficult things for me to feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or I should be doing something else, or if not for this, I would be here or there or doing that. Those kind of inner conflicts are toxic. So take care of yourself, take care of each other. Good luck.